on, girls. Let's go in your stalls. Come on. Come on. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. How is everybody today? Today is Friday the July 12th already. I think it's that day anyways, or the 12th. Yeah, so I'm working at the feeding chores here this morning, or not this morning, this afternoon. The morning went by too fast. Oh yes, we are, excuse me. What are we up to around here? Well, what have we been up here around here today? Well, we got the cows milked already. We decided we were going to cut this down. We cut this already back in June the first time, and it's basically like second cutting. So we're just going to chop this and we're going to stick it in the bag down there. Yeah, it ain't going to be much, maybe 2 loads. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do with that. And then obviously we're going to hook up, get the cultivator hooked up. Oh boy, excuse me, sorry, I hope I'm not making everybody sleepy or yawn here. Oh, it's been a really, the last few days have been kind of hectic around here. But yeah, so we're going to do that, and the cultivator hooked up, and my brother, he's going to take back the 4960, and my cousin is going to take that back over there in a little bit. And yeah, other than that, there isn't. Oh, we got to grind a batch of feed for the cows, maybe one for the calves, and I don't know, just really, like I say, not much else other than that. We gotta get the cultivator going out there in that one field. I'm sure some places I might plug up the cultivator, but there's not much you can do about it. We wanted to get on it sooner, we just can't be everywhere. It's just not enough. There's just not enough manpower around here to cover all the jobs we need to get done right now. And obviously, like I say, the weather doesn't help either. But so we'll see what happens. We'll see what we get done here today. And yeah, there's something else that came up here too. I might talk about it here later, but for now, I'll inform you guys about it later. Here about the other thing here, but I gotta see for sure myself here. I don't want to comment on it yet until I know some more facts myself, but I'll tell you guys later. Boy, as you just saw a little bit ago, I was just fueling this thing up, and anyways, as I was fueling it, after I got done fueling up, I mean, this thing, I noticed lately the power steering oil has been running out of it faster, and I didn't know why, but it's like leaking through the coming to the radiator, so it's been leaking out oil way faster than it should. The thing is just steering so hard, and I can't. It must be a hydraulic or a power steering line up underneath here that's leaking. This is the power steering pump itself, but I don't know where it's coming from here. But I gotta figure it out. I'm gonna have to pull the grill off. up here and take a peek in there and see what's going on. See why it's doing that. But anybody always wonders why. You're new to the channel and anybody wonders why this thing is so oily up here. It's just because yeah, it's leaking down there, but it's not, that's not why it's leaking so fast. There's something else causing it to leak in there, and I gotta take all these bolts off and pop this thing off and look under there and see what's going on. I don't know. I'll find out here, but these things, I don't steer very good when the power steering doesn't work. The power steering things on these things, they work, but they're not like a 40/20 or like the new generation tractors. I mean, it was a more complicated way of making power steering. The way that they did it in the new generation tractors was much simpler by putting a steering motor in there that used it to control the direction, and then putting hydraulic, kind of like a, you know, basically like hydraulic cylinders in the front to steer the tie rods and things like that. But I guess it was better than no power steering, but I'll see what I find here. Okay, everybody, I found the leak on here. It was leaking right up here. This little bolt in here, I don't remember what's in there, but I've had this apart before, but I can't remember. But that was loose, and so oil was running down here and the fan was sucking it through. So I'm gonna have to try to clean up some of this oil on here. And anyways, yeah, this is where it's leaking. Originally it's leaking from under here, but not near that fast, so that's why I had to do something here, because that was really leaking. But someday I got to take this off. There's some square O-rings down in here I got to replace, and then there's a seal underneath that I got to get to down in there. So yeah, it's a mess. I should get this cleaned up here a little bit. I got some stuff I could spray on there, some engine degreaser stuff. So yeah, so I'll get that cleaned up, and then I guess we'll put the grill back on, and maybe as long as I'm doing it, I should hammer that dent out. I could get a new one. There's places where you can order a new grill for that, or a new screen, so maybe I'll do that sometime here. But at least at least I know what was causing the oil leak. Okay, yeah, I got it. The grill I'll put back on, and as long as I was doing it, I took the liberty and pounded this out. I know I didn't get it very good, but I think someday I'm just going to order a new one of these and put in here, because these are pretty easy to get one of these. Yeah, what actually happened one time, I was out feeding many years ago, and a cow bumped into it, or all of a sudden walked in front of the tractor, and boom, its backbone hit this and pushed it right in. So that's how that originally got dented in. So it wasn't always that way. And I need to get the decal thing up here, or the John Deere, the deer back up here. And yeah, I just washed off a little bit. I didn't use the power washer because I haven't we still haven't gotten that hose fixed. The hose got a hole in it this spring one time when I was using it, and so I just got to order a new hose. I just haven't taken the time to sit down and do it. I just got to do it sometime. But there's no point in giving it a real super good bath, because it's just going to get dirty again out in the cow's lot. And so, but at least it looks a little bit better. It's cleaned up a little bit, and that's not dented in so much, so it looks a little better. Now I just got to get this flywheel cover back on here. I still have trouble with this thing, but I don't know. It's just not the same as the original flywheel. Sometime I'd like to put the original flywheel back on there, but if you could get it so that it was like the original flywheel but only have the lock hub on it, that would be nice. But because this is an aftermarket flywheel, I mean, it works, but it doesn't work because I don't know if they made a special flywheel cover for it, for this flywheel to go with it. It wouldn't be so bad, but they don't. So, but at least I could use it now. At least the power steering oil won't leak out so darn fast. It leaks out, but not that fast. I mean, if I have to put some oil in there once, I don't know, every week and a half, it's probably what I have to do. It's fine, but anyway, I gotta get going. I gotta grab a quick bite to eat, and then we gotta go out and chop the rest of that hay and try to get the bagger unhooked yet, and we'd like to get that cultivator hooked up. It's on the back side of those trees out there. It's a Danish tine. It's a cane brand cultivator. We got to get that hooked up. So, yep. So I better get going. Okay, got the wagon. Had to hook that back up again, and obviously chopping that stuff up here. That was just something we decided to do at the last minute this morning. And holy fuck, it's the mosquitoes in here. Woofda. You got stand in there, you'd get eaten, or you'd get all the blood sucked out of you. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get this thing warming up, and I don't know if we're gonna get the cultivator hooked up tonight. Probably not. So as soon as we get done filling that bag, we're gonna pull the bagger off, roll the cables up, take the backstop away, get that off. That way we can start using out of it. So yeah, so I'm gonna get this thing started up, and then my brother, he's bringing the rake out here, and then I'm gonna chop right behind the rake. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's see how it goes. Okay guys, we're done with the chores. No, we're not milking. The vacuum pump is just, the automatic pipeline washer is just finishing up washing the pipeline, and I'm standing out in the farmyard here right now. I don't know how much you guys can see, but I figure you can hear me. The moon is kind of out a little bit, but yeah. You probably can't see me too good, but like I say, at least you could hear me. So anyways, yeah, we finished up first cutting yesterday, and we started chopping second cutting Well, sort of, but not sort of, kind of. But obviously that was all, only that little bit of stuff was the actual only second cutting that was actually ready to go. It was maybe a couple acres. So we did start on second cutting. Technically we did, but the rest of the second cutting won't be ready for probably another couple weeks. So, and hopefully, I know we didn't get the cultivator. I really had high hopes, but there's all these little things that come up sometimes during the day. I don't know. I know I don't show everything that happens during the day. Sometimes there's other little things that come up, and it just didn't happen today because, well, obviously too, I had to fix that leak in my tractor, and all these little things happen sometimes that are beyond your control. It's just been oil leaks that we've been dealing with lately. So, yeah. So, I don't know if I'm gonna do a video here. It's actually Saturday now. It's 1:30 or something in the morning. So I don't know if I'm gonna film anything today or not. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully we're gonna get the cultivator hooked up and get going here in the morning or the afternoon, and we'll see what happens. But yeah. So anyways, I apologize too if people I don't know, you probably can't see this, but I apologize if it looks a little bit messy around here, like with the grass growing up around the poles and the bins and the buildings and stuff, and some weeds some places. But you have to excuse the mess or the eyesore. But we have been very busy. We do have plans to get out the weed eater and get it whacked down and do it. We just have not had the time. It really bothers me that I don't have the time to do it, or that we just haven't had the time. I want to get to it, but we'll eventually get to it. It's just that, right now we're just operating the farm in survival mode, just trying to get everything taken care of, and priorities are priorities, and I don't make money off of cutting the weeds down or the grass down around the buildings and the bins. I make money off of the cows and the crops, and those are our main priorities right now, is to get those taken care of. They come first. Beauty and cosmetics come, that's the last thing I'm concerned about right now. I mean, I care about it, but like I say, priorities are priorities, and we'll get it cleaned up. I know, like I say, it bothers me too. I don't like it. I like to have things slick and clean around here. Believe me, I do. But can only do so much, and we'll get there. So anyways, guys, I'm tired, and I'm gonna go to bed and see what we can accomplish. And I apologize for the, maybe sometimes I know my videos do get kind of boring, but sometimes they do. That's just what happens throughout the day. I know I say that, but I have to say that. I know a lot of people heard me say that, but I have to say that for new subscribers. So, anyways, good night, guys. Take care. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. And if you have, really thank you so much. And check me out on Instagram and Twitter. And thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you later.